And we are live.
Oh,
Welcome, everybody. Hello, Facebook friends. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here today, this Sunday afternoon for some of us, some Sunday evening for me. Is it afternoon for Coach McKenna and Lynn? Um, so welcome to our Sunday Live. Today we have a very beautiful topic that we are going to discuss with you. But before we do all of that, I will introduce myself. My name is Bena, a mom, a nurse, a mentor, a proud digital business owner, originally from Uganda, now living in the UK. So as usual, our my fellow business partners are here to discuss different topics that hopefully they can help you as well make a decision or change your life for the better. So I will welcome Coach McKenna to introduce herself as well.
all right. Thank you so much, Abena, for inviting us today. We're so delighted to be here. My name is McKenna. I was born and raised in Kenya, a mom, a digital business owner, and yeah, we are so excited to be here today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Next is Aline. Can you introduce yourself as well? And then we can get started.
Yes, for those watching us, good afternoon, morning if it's your morning, or evening if it's your evening. My name is Lynn, born and raised in Kenya, moved to US in search of greener pastures, where I live with my family. And so we are on a journey and a discussion really to ask each ourselves, did we get those greener pastures? Because that is what we were looking for here when we crossed those borders. So hey, join us so that you can learn with us on this journey. What have we discovered? What are we learning? And what are we becoming in the process of those lessons? So you're most welcome. Thank you, Sister Bena.
Thank you, boss ladies. You've known who they are. So we are going to dig into our topic, which is very, very common question that we are always asked, almost by everybody who is curious or who wants to start this business that we are talking about. So the question is usually, what is all this business really, really about? That's the question I get every single day by somebody. It doesn't matter what, that's always the first question. And you know what? So many messages, saying, I've watched the video, I've done what you've asked me to do, but I still don't understand. Just tell me briefly, what is this business all about? We get that question. I'm sure my fellow business partners here get it as well. So we are just going to dive into that and explain a little bit. Hopefully, you will get something out of it that will ease your stress or your skepticism and help you start change your life or take that first step. So, sorry guys, kids in the background. Sorry about that. Yeah. So honestly, um, I've even lost my thought of it. Honestly, this question is really valid for most people. I know it was valid for me when I first started. Because as moms, as immigrants, as let me say, as what, as anybody in whatever position you are in. We don't gamble with our time or money. You just want to know, what is this before I even started? Today, as you see, I didn't come alone. So we are going to give you answers to those questions that are burning for you. This business is not magic. That's what I can say. It is not magic. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's about education, learning digital skills, how to leverage, and gain that freedom that you've always been thinking about. So it's about all of those things. So done the right way, done the God's way, without burnout, you'll be able to succeed with all the support that we have. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, Caroline. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you
us
so
again
much.
today. So we are going to go to our first question. Oh, I'll let Caroline as well introduce yourself briefly, and then we can dig into our topic. We've already done introduction for ourselves. Still, just introduce yourself briefly, and then we can dig into our topic.
Thank you so much, Sister Bernard. Happy Sunday, everyone. My name is Caroline Fohn. I originally come from Cameroon, and I reside in Germany. I am mother of 3, and I have an online business. I'm a mentor on this online business. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Caroline. So we'll go to our first question of the day. And this question goes to Sister Lynn. The question goes that, before you joined this business, what did you think this business was all about? In your own experience, what did you think the business was all about?
Thank you, Sister Bena, for that question. And I know that is a question that is running through even those ones who are listening to us, because it's just natural. To be sincere, if you are watching and you're thinking, is this another scam that these ladies talk about? Is this one of those pyramid skills? Is this one of the MLMs? Or, does this really talk about skills that I already have, or does it require me to have more skills or even a lot of time to get to what they're talking? And you know what? We thought the same things too. And I think it's important, as Sister Bena has mentioned, that we honestly talk about these, some of our assumptions and what we are learning as we go on in this journey. So maybe let me just start with scam. I was like, this is one of those things. And honestly, it made sense, you know what? Because there's a lot online that is a scam. But here is what I learned after doing due diligence. That, first of all, a scam has no real product. A scam has no real system. A scam, there's no transparency, just money moving around, But with this business, with the due diligence, I learned that it has real products. We have partnerships with the companies that sell real products. We have a real business system. There is training, because it's a system. It's not just like my sister said, a rich quick scheme. No, there's training, there's mentorship, there's growth. If you have been hearing us talking about who we are becoming, it's because there's a growth element that's attached to being in this business with this global community. So there's a very clear structure of doing things. And as my sisters will be talking about later, or if I'll mention later, yes, at one time you're asked to pay a $149 fee for you to access everything, but it has a refund option. It has a refund option. What does that mean? That it's a real system. Okay? So something else that mattered to me really, as I've kept on learning, is that this business operates with financial accountability. People who earn, you'll receive proper tax documentation. I'm talking, that is, people have already received that tax documentation. And that only happens when there's a legitimacy in the business, right? Because scams will not report income. They will not want to leave any paper trail. They don't even invite oversight things. But true businesses which are legitimate will do that. And that is another signal to me that that wasn't something hidden or shady. It's this structure, the transparency and the accountability that I have learned so far means that this business is real, not just a gamble. Now, in the beginning, I also said maybe it was a pyramid scheme. It's just one of those pyramids. And it's okay also to think along such lines. But then, because they give you are given 30 minutes, not 30 minutes, 30 days for you to do your due diligence. And part of that was for me to learn how different is this from the pyramid that I have so far seen or heard about. And you know what? If you didn't know, For a pyramid to survive, it survives on recruiting. Then they don't have real products or services, which will eventually collapse, because again, if you're surviving on recruiting people with nothing real, what will happen? Now, that is not what happens in this business, because we are saying we have real products with partnerships with different companies, and there are commissions tied to those products. And the business system that I just mentioned in the beginning, not just bringing people. If it was a pyramid, we'll not have products, we'll not have structure, we'll not have transparency, as I mentioned in the beginning, and we'll not have systems where you can even be refunded if you don't want to, or this doesn't make sense for you. So, how about MLM? Let's talk about that, because a big one. That's one of the things that I always hear. Hey, is that MLM? And yes, structurally, it uses network or affiliate model. But there's a difference between a structure and execution. Let's be real there. Traditional MLM, you usually will be like, you have to chase your friends, so you have to chase family. There is manual selling of things. Usually it's not followed or assigned to any level of automation. Now, this is really, really different from our business, because here you just plug into a more like digital franchise, like McDonald's, if I can use that, the way it runs. It's an automated system that, attracts people online. We educate, as my sister said, we are educated, and you'll also get educated. And only those who are ready, who want a business, who are looking for business, really opt in. We are not here to convince, or the system does not really rely on convincing people. So heavy lifting is done because of that automation. So I think at this level, the question you should be asking is that, does this automated model really work for your life? That is a question that you should be asking. And maybe just to, I can go on and on because of the lessons that I've kept on learning, but somebody's like, I don't have the skills or time. I also thought so. I thought I needed more skills, more time. But what I've learned is this system in itself is a skill. It is this skill. You don't need to come here as an expert. You learn as you go. There is, as I mentioned, step-by-step training. There is mentorship. There is automation that does the heavy lifting. And so it's about working differently, not about working more hours. And just finally, it's simply a way for you to see everything from another perspective than the double and the triple jobs we've been running to. And when you pay the $149, it's to give you the due diligence so that you can be exposed to everything there is in. You learn what companies are we talking about, what products, how will you be earning, and how can you exponentially grow. It will help you to understand that model more clearly and decide without any pressure, because as I said, there is a 30-day refund. Now, what is this business about? This business is about online marketing. You and me know that everybody is online right now. So why should companies use the old style of advertising, like going to channels like TV? We are here. There's power in people. There's power in numbers. And so what we do here is advertise for companies, online marketing. Thank you, my sister.
Sorry, I was mute. Right. So before you run off, Sister Lynn, somebody asked in the comments, what is MLM? Maybe you can explain how is it different from our business?
Somebody asked, okay, MLM, and there's a negative connotation to that word, yet in real life, we do everything from that angle. If you are at work doing your 9 to 5, you are reporting to somebody, okay? You are reporting to somebody that somebody is above you. So, okay, first of all, MLM is multi-level marketing. But I just want to bring it down to a sense where each one of us can believe. Just like from a house structure, we have a dad, mom, we have God, dad, and everywhere there is a level of authority, level of responsibility. The only confusion or negative connotation people have is the MLM people talk about is really something related to the pyramid scheme. But this business, you can come in today and you say it is me and this business today, and you pass all of us who have been here for years just from your effort. Because structures, like I said, structures have been put in place where, yes, initially you will be mentored, you will be coached. There are people who will hold your hand. Once you get it right and you know you can sustain yourself, it's up to you to run it the way you want. And so if you decide today, I'm gonna strategize this way to have this level of productivity. We have seen cases where people have been here for 3 months and they are doing way better than people who've been here for 6 months. So it doesn't, why it's not multi-level marketing, why it doesn't have that criteria of growth. When you come in, it's up to you and how you want to do it, how you want to grow. If you decide 6 months you want to leave your 9 to 5, then so be it, because you'll have all the freedom to do it on your own. Thank you, Sister Bella.
Thank you for that. That was very powerful and very informative. You know, all the things you've said, I can relate, because I myself used to think, oh, I think this is a scam. It's too good to be true. I thought I needed to be tech savvy to do this business. I thought I was, you know, it was for young people. I thought, you know, it was for young people or social media experts. You know, I thought so many things. I thought, you know, I had to quit my own job to do this. But that all, if you do your due diligence, research, follow what your mentor or the person you connected with is telling you to do, and sit down in your own time and do your research, you'll find that all the fears you have are not valid. Yes. You might still have them, but when you do your research, those fears will not be valid. So thank you so much for answering that question for us. So I will welcome Sister Caroline to answer. Where am I? Our next question. So in simple words, how would you explain what this business is really about? Oh, is it the same? Yes. In simple words, how would you explain what this business is really about? The mic is yours, Caroline.
Thank you for that question. That's a very important question. And I felt like everything I had to say, my sister Lynette has put it all out there. Okay, but just to summarize a little bit how this business is all about in simple words, you know, it's like it's all about learning how to use, you know, proven digital system. Okay, things that have been set up already, that are proven, that are working. You're learning how to use them to create wealth, income online. And so to create income online, instead of trading more time for money. You know, when I say trading more time for money, we can all identify how a lot of us work tirelessly. You know, we are working tirelessly. We have no precious time for our families. We have no time for ourselves. We have no time. It's like your job is taking all of your time. That means it's actually the cost of many things in your life. So online business, it's common for you to use the tools to be able to get income online, which will go a long way to free you more time for your families, you know, for yourself, you know, to travel the world, to work where you want, work in the end, even when you're offline. And that's all what the online business is all about. And it's not about being tech savvy. You know, you don't need to know it all before you join it. You don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to be, you don't need to be, it's not about posting all day. So you don't even have to worry about, I can't post, I don't know how to create content, stuff like that. It's not even about guessing. You don't have to guess whether I will be successful or I will not be successful. Why is it not like that? Because it's all about learning digital skills, as my sister mentioned, learning digital skills step by step. He said that we have a step-by-step training and you are mentored. This is a system that's been set up and it's working already. It's been tested and it's working. And you just plug in and learn these things and you move forward. My sister mentioned that we have already products and a business model that already exists. You don't have to, break your head thinking, okay, what product can work for me or what business model can work for me. It's been set up, it's working, it's existing, it's working. You have reproduced, as my sister mentioned, you have a business model that's been tested and it's working. And that just makes things easy for you to just plug in. And as my sister says, into the system, into the structure, and you're being mentored, as you said, and you will see that, and that is the special thing about this business, especially. There are many online businesses, but this business, I'm saying, is like, it's the system is tested, is proven, it's working, it's set up for you, already done for you, already done product for you, existing things for you, system structures for you to just plug in and learn. And it's not about guessing, because it's all about your efforts. If you are able to put in effort, you are sure to work to be successful in this business. It's not a business where you put money and money just, and don't fool your arms. No, you have to put money and work on it. You hear us say that you have step-by-step training. You hear us, we say that you have mentorship, you have coach. They don't take it for you. They show you how to do it, but you have to spend your time, put in your effort. And then that effort will go a long way to open you the way. It's another way for money to find you. It's not it's not something that it's a magical money. No, it's another way for money to find you. So you use this system that have been put together, you learn skills and you plug in, and then it start working for you. So simply, it's just saying that this business model is been set up for you, and all you need to do is to learn it. You don't need to know it from the beginning. You learn it. You have mentorship, as my sister said. You have step-by-step training. You have coaches. You have a great community, and you're never alone. And you have a real product and a real system that is set up, is tested, and is working. But you need to put in your effort. So if you're telling me that you will not put in your effort, you can forget about this business. You need to put in effort as well. So your effort on this business is really how can I really make an example? I'm thinking about what example. I mean, once you're set up, then the business will function for you automatically. That's what I mean. But you need to put in effort for the setup to know what you need to do. And as you put out your effort and you follow everything and it's set up for you, you can start earning even when you're offline. Thank you so much, my sister.
Thank you, Sister Caroline. Well done. A clap for you. Thank you. So you've said it in simple words, what is this business? Thank you. It is a simple, business model that we use. It's all about learning new skill, learning digital skills, using the system to earn online. That's what we are here doing. It's education. It's education that teaches you how you can earn online, or how money can work for you. Instead of going and working harder, here you work smarter. It's building an income online without trading all your hours, all your energy, into running up and down, going out in the cold all the time. Here you have options. It is using the leverage instead of working harder. So here we work smarter, not harder. And the business as well runs on automation. So everything is running for you in the background, whether you are present or you are not present. So if you are waiting for something to nag you, we are here nagging you. So don't miss this opportunity to do your due diligence. If you resonate with anybody here on the platform, connect with them and they'll have a one-to-one with you and explain further what our business is about. Here we are just giving you like maybe 2 to 5% of what the information you need to understand and do your due diligence. So thank you so much, Sister Caroline. I will go to our next business partner, our coach, our pastor. Your question goes, what has changed for you in this, time, mindset, income, or peace? What has changed for you since you've started this business?
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I'm experiencing some bit of internet, but I think I'll be able to manage this. Yeah. So honestly, all four have shifted for me a lot. And I really enjoyed listening to my sisters here talk about the system and how this business was really important, because we always say this business does not only come with money, it comes with a lot of things. And therefore, for me, this is just like a story I'm sharing. Before, as I said at the beginning, I am a mom, I am a minister. Oh gosh, yeah, and I want to say that before I felt like I was always busy, yeah, and not moving forward. You see, you can just be a busy person, working 2, 3, 4 jobs, but still not moving forward. Let me try to mute Carol here, and yeah, and then now I have more control over my schedule, because this business, as we always say, has come with a lot of things. It helps you. These days I'm able to operate with a schedule. And again, I still work hard, yeah, doing my ministry, but still, as we have said, we work smart, yeah. There's flexible time for me. I can schedule my own time the way I want. So that is one thing that I've really enjoyed about this business. And the end of this month, I'll be celebrating my 2nd year in this business, of which I have really enjoyed. You also ask about the mindset. What has really changed? This actually is the biggest change that I've experienced in this business, because I used to struggle a lot. I stopped seeing limitation and started seeing possibility, of which before I was like, oh God, how can I do it? How will it be? And especially when you see those people who have started this business like 5, 6 years, 9 years into this business, and they're like, oh my goodness, when will I get there? And most of the time, those things can limit you. But for me, I started seeing things from possibility. I am a believer. I'm a Christian. I believe that this is my time, and therefore that really helped me. I also learned that I don't need to know everything to start, because somebody might be there just waiting for that time. Oh, I don't think I know everything about this business. You don't have to. I think all of us, we started, not everything was figured out before we started. I just, all what you need is just the willingness to grow. I've been talking to somebody about this business, and maybe somebody can say, oh, I have no money to start. But if you don't start, you still stay where you are. But if you're able to have that confidence and you tell yourself you want to grow, then you just be able to, that thought of impossibility will just move away, and you just be able to tell yourself, this is about me. I think for me, when I got there and I said it is all about me, the fear went away, because what really held me back for the longest time I always tell people I started this business and I struggled for 15 good months. Why? Because of mindset. But the day I said, hey, McKenna, from today, it is me, it is my life and my family, that willingness really shifted a lot of things in my life. Yeah, so the income has really changed a lot. Can you imagine getting 4 figures, 5 figures extra every month? Oh my goodness, that is a game changer. I want to say that consistency is really important. It brings security. It's not just extra money, yeah? It's about options. The ability to help your family, to invest in myself. These days, I have more time for me, which is really, really important, yeah? And I can say that I can breathe easy these days financially. There's that financial freedom. There is a time freedom. It has come with a lot of things. Peace. Hey, what can you do in this life without peace? I was surprised when I settled down after, remember I've said, starting a business, not everything is figured out, but inside you, you're saying, hey, you need that growth. You need to get somewhere. There's that income, there's that mindset, and then the peace of mind. I was like, yeah, that sense of fulfillment for me. I'm not just working, I am growing. And I have said you grow in all areas. And again, you're not just working, you're also earning. Yeah, you're becoming who God wants you to be. This business has brought a lot of peace because I am moving forward. I am no longer stuck. Can you imagine all the years I've worked, and all the time you wake up, you're like, oh my God, I'm stuck. What can I do to get out of here? And you realize this business has, I like the way Lynn talked about, it's a franchise business. Can you imagine owning your own business? Can you imagine being part of this huge company that has been there for 51 years? So this business is not all about money. It is all about growth. It's all about confidence. It's all about flexibility. It's all about creating a life where you are, feeling empowered instead of feeling trapped all the time as a mom, as a dad. Yeah, all the time you're working, but you're feeling stuck. You're not able to move forward. I want to say that this business has created something different for us. So what I can say, or what I can ask you is, what are you waiting for? Today is your time. Now is your time. And we have a wonderful system as our business partners has explained. All what you need is to check out the business, to register with your name and with your email, watch that free webinar, and then from there, pay the $149, which comes with a lot of benefit. And again, you're able to meet. We are real people in this business, succeeding in this business, and we are ready to talk to you and share all about this business. Otherwise, thank you so much. Back to you, Benna.
Thank you, Sister McKenna. Thank you very much for that insight in our business. You've had it, you know, things have changed for everybody here on this platform. For me, myself, my mindset as well, it took a little while, but I'm getting there. It has changed. I now think long time. I feel more peaceful knowing I have options. So if you're looking for those options, we are here to support you to get the options that you need in your life. I'm not scared anymore of losing my job, my 9-to-5 job, because I know I have a backup. I have hope for my children that, I'm started on securing their future. I feel like I'm in control of everything, my time, my peace, when I want to do. You see, sister here schedules her time to do something on her business, to do her ministry, to do whatever. So if you're out there and you are struggling, you don't have option, you don't have something that you can fall back on in case you are laid off or in case you are sick or something, and you need something to work for you in the background while you are on that holiday or you are sleeping, or, here we have an option for you. Come and check it out and do your due diligence and see whether it fits your what you need, or if it's with your lifestyle. So all I can say, if you are struggling in any way, and you are here, you are listening to us, and you've heard about this business, you can see us. We are different people from different countries, but we're still doing the business. I'm from the UK. Caroline is from Germany. These other two ladies are from the US, but we are connecting online. There is no barrier of how you can get your support anytime. It's 24 hours. It is there if you need it. So don't say, oh, my coach is probably sleeping now. We are going to connect you with a community that is going to support you in this business. And they are focused. They are, they are thinking the way you are thinking. They are not going to call you up and start telling you stories that, are not going to build your business or build your future. So if you want something solid, something simple, where you get training, step-by-step training, you get a mentor to support you, you are in the right place, because thousands and thousands of people have plugged into this business and they are succeeding. So if you resonate with any one of us here, you can just comment on our page, I want to know more, or connect with me, or go into our bios, or our websites are on the screen. Just register with your name and email address and watch that information video that is going to give you an overview of what our business is all about. And then connect with us. If you have further questions, then we can answer them. Sit down with you in your own time when you have the free time to be able to understand and then make a decision whether you want to start your own business. So I want to thank you all for coming up every Sunday, sparing time for our audiences to give them those golden nuggets they need, because we all started the same. We are skeptical, we are scared, all of those things, but we've managed to overcome them and starting building our futures. So thank you very much. I don't know whether anybody has anything to say before we close.
Yeah, just one thing. In the beginning, I said we will ask ourselves, have we gotten those greener pastures? What I want to tell you is that we are on path to those greener pastures through this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. So we'll be here again as usual next Sunday, same time, to talk to you again about the benefits or what we are gaining out of this business. So thank you very much. Good night, good evening, good morning, and we'll see you again next Sunday. Bye-bye.